All right, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Minetest Gameplay of sorts. Yeah, we're going to answer some questions, look at a new build, and figure out some problems. And we'll go from there. So, let's go. And if you like what you see here, please consider liking and subscribing. It is greatly appreciated. All right. So we have two real quick questions. And question number one, if I can go back to my questions here. Blockhead had asked, do you play this in a single player or is it a server? I play on both. What you're seeing right now is in single player mode locally on my Mac in a test world. And to get this to work properly, I can't load all the mods, and I have over 130 mods loaded. So on here, I have just enough building materials to do what I need. And the only time I run out of out of memory issues is when stuff like this in the background just decides to spawn in world generation for no apparent reason. Either the world wasn't fully developed yet. But yeah, that crashed the game several times. And I'll demonstrate that when we go over to the real world. Mostly I have a DigitalOcean server, and you could have a local server. So running the game in a server instance, or even locally on your home network, if you have two computers, you can have one where you can host the game, and then you can have another client log into the game and play. And that seems to solve all the memory issue problems I found after perusing the Minetest.net forums. So that's how I play. The server, I'm running all full mods. And it's only a 1 gig, one processor, 1 gig memory, Ubuntu LAMP server over on DigitalOcean. And I'm not sponsored to say it, but that's who provides it. Second question. George is having a problem with the grinder not passing or not acting properly to the furnace. One of the things is that you can see this little light on the front. If you place, that was a gift. If you place the furnace or any of these backwards, like so, and then now I have another problem because, and I'm recording this twice because, you know what, I'm just going to do this because I need to power this real quickly. I want to get on with my build here. And there we go. So it's idle. We're going to turn the blinky plant on. It's going to send through a lump of gold. It's going to send it. Come on. There we go. It's going to send a lump of gold in, but because this is backwards, and it would help if I had everything in. You can see that. Look at that. It spit it back out. So it's doing its job, but it's not sending it the proper way. So we are going to rectify that real quickly here. Let's turn the blinky plant off, and it won't do anything with stuff in there. And these control modules, they allow the piping. However, George had stated that those are in there. So that's not the issue. The only thing I can think of is that one of these devices is in backwards, because I'll show you in a second here. As soon as I get everything set back up, put my modules back in. If you're in survival playing this, oh boy. And just to be on the safe side, because I ran into that through rehearsal. There we go. You can see there's an arrow. This is the way that the items will flow. They come into here. This is the front, and then our chest. So let's go back and kick this up. Come on. There we go. There's a gold lump. And and it turns on. So we have that. It passes it through. It goes into the furnace, which we have bars coming in. And we have our gold our gold ingots. Yes. Come on. There we go, 7. So it's working. I had to power up all these fuel-fired generators and had to switch. But yeah, that's how it's supposed to work. There are some materials that will not grind. However, it was stated that it was the gold lump. So the only thing I can think of is that one of your devices is backwards. And as you can see here, it all flows in one line. And if you look at the factory, they're all, they're like this wherever. Now, I do have it set up in the quarry, in the second quarry where the grinder is first, where it comes in. And that's where these modules come in. They allow the pipes in whatever direction so they can go. Yeah, I checked that on the forum. It can go both ways. So that's how that works. Hopefully, you're just going to have to play with. And what I have also found with this, make sure that's off. What I've also found with this is that even if you replace it, you saw how I replaced that. I have had where it connected itself, but there was no power. So there. Hopefully that answers that question. So let's look at this thing. This is a take on a Spanish-Italian style villa. And this is my test. This is my little test world. I just was playing around and was building, like I was building over here, and I spawned another one because I saved it as a .we file in World Edit. So this is where I test, I usually don't test out ideas on my main world until they're where I at least like them. So we just have this. There's going to be a chandelier here. There's going to be another thing over in the extension over here. I wanted to use these archways, and I extended this. It's too small. This is going to be a dining room area. Nice big huge fireplace, working fireplace. Little loft office area over here. Come over here. Come out the back way. I've been playing with this little kind of walkway and arches because all the reference photos I could find on that kind of dictate that. So it's not bad. Yeah, the fireplace, everything turned out. So what I'm going to do is we are going to go to the other world, but we're going to see what's down here because wow, this stuff like generated out of nowhere. And it's weird. Watch, I'm going to send this into it out of memory. There we go. And I've been playing with a mod called the stability mod, but world gen. So when Technic world gen kicks in on non-generated area, it sends the game into a crash. So we are going to come right back. Okay, and we're back on my main world. And as I was placing this house in, the weirdest thing, I had planted some more trees, but all these other trees, these acacia trees, they started popping in because this part of the world hadn't been generated. This is very far north. However, I'm not that far away from, over here is the forest house, and here's the road extension. So for whatever reason, I wasn't, I'm not flying through the trees. No, I'm not this episode. So this is the semi-finished version of this house. Proportionally wise, it's a little off, but I'm just going with it right now. And it has that kind of, it does have the Italian slash Spanish villa feeling to it, although it's not authentic. So we're just going to take a real quick fly around. This is just a preview. It's not done. There's a lot of things about it I do not like. I have to fix this area over here between the cylinder and the extension area, but I really like the roof lines and how they turned out, and the stained glass and the arches. That's one of the things that got me really into this the style per se. So we come up in here and there we go. I'm not too thrilled about the chandelier. I'm trying to come up with a final design, but we're going to come over here and this is going to be the kitchen area over here. There might be a wall up, and this is going to be a formal dining room. I love these colors, how they play with each other. And we have a working fireplace, which goes all the way up to the chimney. These gorgeous arched, huge windows. And I had added 2 blocks lengthwise and 2 blocks height-wise, and extended the cylinder. So I think I got the chandelier at the height I want. But you come over on this side, this is going to be a bathroom, of course. And over on here, this is going to be the formal living room and like office area. You know, whatever, recreational area. I just noticed that those boards aren't going the right way. I'm going to have to change that. Huh. Pretty weird. I had planned for that. Okay. So come outside real quick. Got a little walkway into this nice backyard area or courtyard area. And I'm going to be further. I'm not sure if I'm going to put grass back here and then blend in the sand, because this is all sandy. It's a sandy area. It's like a desert area on the edge of the forest here. But so far, I'm liking the color choices. I'm liking how it's turning out. I'm still playing with the lights and stuff like that to make it work. But yeah, it's coming along. Beautiful views. And then we come up here, we have a second floor. See, you come out of this like hallway and you get the full blast of the chandelier. So I'm still playing with the colors. I wanted it colorful and I wanted it dark. So we come over here and here's a little access way, a little balcony, overlook the chandelier and the stained glass windows. And we come over here and this is like a modern, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these rooms, but we have my modern skylights. This could be a bedroom or a master bathroom. And over here is a room. And then this is the master suite. And it's off. It doesn't look off on the outside, but it looks off on the inside. So again, I'm not really sure how I'm going to furnish this. But then we come over here and we can go to the other side. There's the other balcony. You can see who's knocking at the door, or you can go into the loft office area. And I'm not sure how farther I'm going to extend this, but it'll work. So we solved most of the issues with it. And then there's going to be another formal chandelier over here, because this is going to be the formal dining room and eating kitchen. And then, like I said, the rec room and the formal living room down here. So I should have made maybe more proportional wise. It should be a lot longer and thicker, but I'm liking the way that's turning out. So all I did, and the roof's kind of come up here, and you can see this is off. And it's purposely done that way. Yeah, I meant to do that. What are you gonna do about it? For whatever reason, how I was building this, it was all just added on, and whatnot. All I did is I spawned a cylinder and world edit. So if we come in here, go in the world edit, cylinder, and my cylinder was 10 high, or the original was 5 high with a radius of 5. And picked my stone and everything. Something's wrong with that. And it just placed it. So maybe I'm looking for something. That's a dome. You know, while I was in the other world, I should have did that, because at the top of this, at the top of the cylinder, because it allows you to choose hollow or solid cylinder in the look direction, and you know you have your different X, Y, and Z axes in the look direction. And I'm lazy; I just choose look direction. When you place the cylinder, you could have a taper at the top. So I actually, underneath here, I added on another 5, and it actually tapered on a roof, which helped in placing these, because this roof was absolutely horrendous to try to lay. It's all inside, outside, inside corners, outside corners, slopes. There's the peak of this roof. And I'm not sure if I'm going to put a fireplace and mimic this, because it would kind of look kind of strange if it was exactly mirrored. So I'm thinking about actually coming off the side. That was not good. I'm thinking about actually coming off the side here with a fireplace, a smaller fireplace. But I like that. I like that design. So yeah. So it's coming along nicely. I'm going to beautify it and finish it up. And do a final walkthrough of it. But it's going to turn out, it's going to turn out nice. And this area over here, you know, we come back over here, we have, I kind of messed up with the road. So I'm going to have this road system go here, and then because it's going to run into the house, I'm just going to curve it to this direction and go off into this direction. That will work. I don't know where that tree just came from, but I like it. So yeah. So that's about it. The acacia trees just kind of grew, and and I said I wasn't going to fly through a tree, and I did. So there. That's a look at the Italian style villa. And there are so many different reference photos, and there's so many different styles that use these arches and these kind of modular design. And you know, they have second floors on them, or proper second floors, and most of the colors are either sandstone or light colored brick. I don't like the way my sandstone looks. Plus, I have a sandstone house already, and I really love this brick texture. So I wanted to stay with that. And I mean, the brick just adds to it. And I want to keep this 3. On the other house, it was 5. But I'm really liking how this is turning out. And there you have it. It's sunset. And this is a nice overview of the backyard area. And only the skylight's only on the backside, so it doesn't ruin the traditional or semi-traditional look of the front. Yeah. So we're going to cut away to the other world real quick to see if it recovered. All right, and real quickly, we're back in the test the test world real quick to finish up this video. And I wanted to show that cylinder, how I did that. So we're going to world edit. We're going to back up a little bit. There we go. We're going to go into cylinder. I'm wondering if there's a different version, because I'm running the Dreambuilder. You know what? I think this might be the newer version. Nevertheless, so we're going to go into brick block, search. There it is. And base radius of 5. Yeah, this is a newer version. Top radius of 2. So it will actually taper at the top. We're going to create a hollow cylinder. So we're going to look up, because I'm lazy. 5, 2, we're going to go 10 and 4, let's say. And look direction, we're going to do a hollow cylinder. Oh. Ooh, no, we're not. We're not going to do that, because there we go. There's position 1. I didn't choose a position. Yeah, look direction, hollow cylinder. There we go. And it should have tapered up. And it looks like it did. So let's go see what damage I caused here. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4. You really want to play with it. We're gonna get a little crazy here. We're gonna go to 0. 0 has a radius cone at the top, so we're gonna go up another 10. Look at that. Oh, this should be cool though. There's a Christmas tree. So usually what I do, what I do is I will pick that one, and I will do equal base and top 10 hollow cylinder. And you can see here I have a hollow cylinder. So then what you can do is what I did on the other one. That's a big, that is a big. And this is a radius of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That should be the center. And it's not. That's the center. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the center. But what we're going to do is we're going to pick 1. We're going to go up and we're going to do 7 and 0. Now, if my calculations were correct, look at that. You could do some pretty cool custom things with it. Actually, that looks kind of cool. We got this kind of tree going on here. We got this. You could put a walkway around here. it's hollow. That's gonna do it. I've played enough with that. But you could really, and then I used the outline of this to place my roof blocks around there. So you could really play with that and come up with some real interesting stuff like I did in a Christmas tree or a mushroom. Now, somebody with a good imagination could really do something with this. I think I might do that. All right, so that's going to do it. Hopefully I answered all the questions with this Corey, and a real quick first look at the Italian villa, Spanish style villa, and go from there. So questions, criticisms, leave them in the show descriptions or the show notes. And all the mods are linked in the show description. So everybody have a warm, safe, dry week. Until next video, goodbye.